IDEA is a startup initiative from TBS, and you may all want to know why TBS for IDEA. We have a combined business experience of over 3 decades in across sectors, across geographical locations. We have multiple startup experiences. Most important, we have a strong network of startup ecosystem players that can expedite building functional blocks, because no startup can succeed with 1 or 2 players in the ecosystem. It needs diverse expertise, and that's something that we can bring to the table because of our strong network. Finally, we have a self-imposed commitment that we have drawn upon ourselves, and that's driven by passion to be a facilitator in India's startup success story. And we are not one of those who are looking at big platforms where we have 1,000 startups. Like, I know there are many platforms already doing this, but we are going to be a very compact, customized platform where we pick and curate startups and try to take them through the journey of the funding all through and handhold them until they reach the funding stage. The selection criteria, we are going to be assisted in the process by a panel of experts. Of course, the criteria that they are going to follow will be the founder's background. I mean, this is just to give an insight on how we are going to evaluate the startups before we pick them for the handholding. The founder's background and the quality of the founding team is going to be an integral component. The idea has to be impactful and innovative with a white space deliverable, because that's very important. Copying another person's business model will not be looked at favorably by any investor, so we need to create a white space which is going to make it difficult for somebody to enter in the short term, or in the medium term rather. We all know startups don't succeed unless there's a level of resilience, grit and perseverance to survive against all odds. There are many roadblocks that one will face along the journey. Startups are not for those who are looking for an easy option to a 9-to-5 job. It's not a replacement of a comfort zone. In fact, it's a 24/7 commitment, and only the ones that are ready to go through this journey with resilience and grit and perseverance are the ones that are actually going to succeed. So that's going to be a key criteria. Commitment to integrity and ethics, this is going to be our foremost evaluation point. We are going to be supporting businesses with a strong level of commitment, of course, to the ones that are bound by ethics and integrity. How we intend to support, there are 2 parts. One is we will offer support on the run-up to the pitch, because there are 2 stages. To get a business ready for pitching to the investor needs a lot of work to be done, pre-pitch stage. We need to define the vision and mission very clearly, very articulately. We need to validate the white space and the value proposition that it creates. It could be filling a gap, it could be addressing a pain point. Articulating the how, why, what and who of the business proposition or the idea. As Vinod was mentioning, a lot of us have ideas, but how much of that is actually practicable, and who are we trying to take the idea to go-to-market strategies are going to be challenging. Prospects analysis, revenue streams and business model articulation. Scalability and sustainability review, because investors do not have time to go through pitches that are not pitch ready. And it's important that we do a lot of homework before we actually take them to the investors. It's a matter of our credibility, it's a matter of credibility of the startup runners. So we are going to help them get there. We are going to help them evaluate the people, the processes and the finances that are necessary. We also have experts to help them with A/B testing, optimization levels and sensitivity analysis. We will support the startups with case studies for investor decks. We'll also help them draft out a very articulate and efficient business plan in the PowerPoint presentations, which is the ultimate face to the startup as far as the investor is concerned, because all the hard work would have gone into it, and the 4 or 5 pages are going to speak volumes for what the startup founder is trying to say. So hand-holding the startups until the funding is sanctioned is part A of our offering. Going on to part B, once the sanction happens, of course the next challenge begins. End of one challenge, another challenge begins, which is making sure that the business lives up to the expectations of the stakeholders. And we are also going to be a mentor for the startups and support them in pitching their case with the investors in terms of cash flow disbursements, because a lot of time I think a challenge is the phasing out of the cash flow. Depending on the progress that you make in, let's assume that the investor decides to fund you in 3 stages. The progress that you make and how you conduct yourself and live up to the expectations speaks volumes for the sanction of the next phase of the loan. So I think startups would need a lot of support to make sure that the subsequent stages of funding actually happens, otherwise the startup would fail. Sometimes there will be limitations that the investors will impose on further fundraising. If there's a very genuine case for the startup to be approaching multiple channels for investors, we will take up your case with the investor, provided of course we are convinced, and fight on your behalf to make sure that that clause is allowed. Controlling stakes is a very critical part of any startup funding. I know many startups that have come to me and expressed discomfort about the controlling stake that is being offered, whereas the comfort level for the startup founder is very inadequate. So there's necessarily a mediation that's required to make sure that it's a balanced engagement. We help you with the due diligence, the right to information clauses, nominee issues, investors' nomination on the boards of startups. Founders' obligations will be looked at very critically and validated. Disclosure requirements will be taken care on your behalf, and we will also stay with you all through the exit policy clauses that will have to be drafted in such engagements. So these are the 2 parts of support that IDEA platform intends to offer. Here is a very brief roadmap for this program. We are on IDEA 1.0, which means that this is the first gathering that we have assembled for IDEA. And the roadmap that we are having for this is, we will send out, for all of those who are interested in associating with IDEA, we will send out a brief checklist to be filled out, which will capture some essential elements to evaluate whether you are the right fit, or we are the right fit for you rather. And the checklist will be rolled out in the next couple of days, and we would expect the filled up forms to reach us by 30th of April. Based on that information, we'll identify high potential startups with our expert panel. That could take approximately 30 days. These are tentative dates. Meantime, we'll also evaluate the existing pitch that you have, because some of you, every startup may be in a different stage. So we'll evaluate what stage you are in to find out what kind of support you really need and what is it that we can offer. Based on that evaluation, we'll finalize what mentoring needs are required for every startup by the 30th of June 2019. And the pitch-ready startups will be referred to the investors within our network. Tentatively, we are looking at mid-August as the time frame for that. What's in the IDEA program? Obviously, it's a win-win situation here. What's in it for the startups? It's a compact, focused hand-holding. We are not one of those many startup networks where we have multiple people that you need to talk to for mentoring. You have a single platform where you will be able to access all your requirements through one window. And the offering is both advisory and implementation. We just don't mentor, we also help you with the implementations, which means that we handhold you all through the process. We will also be very discerning in picking the sectors that we'll be supporting for the startup funding and mentoring. It will be very impact focused, either in terms of innovation or in terms of benefit to the community or in terms of a pain point that it can address. So it's going to be a very curated sector pick, which means that the ones that we are going to be picking are going to get full attention in terms of support from IDEA. What's in it for TBS? There are two things. One is our mission is to make an impact in the startup ecosystem by leveraging on our personal expertise and network and promoting community level entrepreneurship in a very limited scale. And two, we are a very startup friendly, customized financial model will be designed on a case-to-case basis, depending on what level of the business that you are in and what kind of mentoring needs you have. It will be a customized financial program, both for the mentoring and for the funding arrangements. I'd like to take a 1-minute session from each of the startups present here just to understand what space you are in. It will just give us an idea to form an opinion.
Yeah, I'm founder of Impeccable Innovations Private Limited. We are based in Whitefield, Bangalore. We also have a base in South Delhi also. Okay. So I'm the founder with a background of food science and technology, having worked in Heinz, Britannia and Novozymes, and worked in the corporate R&D sector for 10 years, and then I started my company in 2016. So till date we have been giving consultancy services, and also we are working with the farmers with a nanonutrient product. So that it can be grown without agrochemicals. And now we are phasing out towards FMCG food products. So yeah, basically we will be focusing on the FMCG food products plus a farming angle. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you.
Hi Asha.
Hi Kiran.
Hi. Right now, as I told, yep, we are into an Ayurvedic product manufacturing is our actual started with. So we have an Ayurvedic tablet for the hypothyroid, cancer, all sort of things. So then we saw the alkaline drinking water is one of the important drinking water nowadays. So we started with an alkaline drinking water.
Right.
So right now, even we are doing an alkaline drinking water who is having an high level of alcohol consumption. So by this, along with this water, if they take the alcohol, the other side effects of alcohol will not happen. Right. So like this, we are exploring in different areas.
Understood. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muthu. I am from a company called Red and Follow. So we are a technology-based company. We are developing a platform for business to its customers. We are focusing on SME-based players. So the platform mainly helps a business to connect to their customers.
So in what sector?
SMEs, small-scale industries only.
No, particular to any
retail, service-based business.
Okay.
See, the problem is only large-scale business are focusing on their customers, but small-scale organized business, they are facing difficulty reaching the customers. So we are providing a platform which helps a business to easily connect with the customers.
Is it hyper local or across
geography? Yeah. Okay. But we are focusing only in India now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Udayan. By education I'm a software guy, but I left software about 10 years back. I'm totally into construction of apartments across Bangalore and few other cities in Maharashtra. About a year back, we ventured into short-term rental space where we have tied up with companies like Airbnb and VRBO, where we list our properties on these platforms to give our apartments on short-term rental. So we are trying to place ourselves between the paying guest apartments and the hotel industry. So we are trying to place ourselves in between, and we are a zero debt company with profitable from the first month of operations. So that's it. That's about it. Thank you.
Interesting.
Hi, this is Manoj Patel from FXM Track. So we are into Forex multi-currency market. I'm a trader specialist, ranked number 80 out of worldwide 4,000 contestants. So this is a completely, it's a different, model or, a startup on the Forex multi-currency market. And I had my previous company called MobiTrack, which was sold out.
Hi Asha, myself Gangadhar. I am co-founder and CEO of the company called KCM Supply Chain Solutions. Okay. We are a 4 years old company, close to, and we are a B2B logistics player. So we are largest aggregator model which we are running. So we are in 4 cities right now: Bangalore, Hyderabad, Hubli and Dharwad. So recently we started with the CP model also. So we are taking care of the warehouse and non-warehousing model, taking care of end-to deliveries. So we take care of the manpower and we take care of vehicles and ensure that the shipments will deliver to the end customers. We are doing for the manufacturers, so we are doing with online shoppers and physical retailers. So we have a good portfolio, close to 20 companies. So we are going to start Delhi very soon. So looking at, we are going to start operations in Delhi next 2 months. Our revenues are pretty good, and we are a profitable company. So looking to scale up and pan-India presence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Myself Madan Kumar. So I am representing here T-Bots Technology. We are a team of 3 people from 3 technical backgrounds: mechanical, electronics and electricals. So we are here to build a robotic business. So our major aim is like we have robotics everywhere. Whenever we see robotics, they are trying to imitate like a human beings. So we really don't want to do that. So we are trying to solve it with a navigation system. So it can be of an universal platform, and anyone who wants to build on, customize on top of it, you'll be able to do it. We just put the robot over here, it can map this entire building, and whatever work you are to do or assign for it, you can assign to it. So that's what we are working on to it.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for a very interesting session. I am Dr. Arvind, and I was a scientist with the Indian Air Force in the field of aerospace medicine. Right now, I've taken voluntary retirement from service and exploring to work in the area of knowledge creation, knowledge management. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pratyush Bhadra. My background is automobile engineering, and actually I have said already this is a telematics company. Company's registered office is in Kolkata. Now prototype development is done, and now we are focusing on market product development, and market product development is based on some IoT related automotive processor that is not already in open market till now. So we are focusing on that, and we are also collaborating with Qualcomm and Quectel, this kind of company, to make our product, and that's it.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope to see a lot of startups benefit from this initiative.